Oh, Friday! Oh, I'm so happy to see you. This time I'm not gonna go away over the weekend because I am having the weekend accountability for all the people who do not want to be part of the herd, who do not want to keeping on repeating the same mistake you always do. Right now I am the coach who kind of don't I'm not popular around the coach. No, I'm not popular around my clients who hate that you don't want to work for your own dream. You just want to play a little bit and then forget about it. So then when I remind you, that is then that, excuse me, I have so much more things to do and I have this and that. And then it comes like a long list of everything you need to do. I'm like, okay, but that was not what you talked about when you signed up for me. And I'm just here thinking you might not want to waste your life. You might want to waste your money because you think you can always come back, but that's the thing. You're materialistic, thinking that it's just something to buy up, and then you can kind of have the skill. But that's not fitness, and that's not how you learn or get lean. You cannot get lean that way by thinking. You can only commit to when you're in the mood, and then suddenly it's just going to be your way. The toughest thing with being a coach about people is that I'm dealing with people and human nature so much, and very few have actually insight to see through or observe yourself, and you're not even willing to do it because you hold on to all that I'm breaking up from. Like do not want to work on what holds you back. You just want to use the world and everyone else as a reason, excuse. So that means you can always project your reason for not working for yourself on anything, because it will never stop. You will always have a new reason why life happened today. And the life happens always the greedy mouth, because you want to eat what you can't have for your goal, and it's not even healthy for you. And then you're demotivated, you don't want to do cardio, and I was like, oh, so you want to get old? I mean, I feel out of shape if I'm gonna be huffing and puffing, because for me that signals that I am getting old, and I like to feel young. So that's what I love to be. I want to be my youngest and most happy and healthy I can be. Then we have the other kind of excuse that people do not want to change and do not like to adapt when life happens, you get injured or you can't train as much as you used to. Whatever's going on, you're not willing to comply with what you need to do. So now you're just choosing to not have anything. So that's how much you love it so much that you refuse to do what you can, so you lose everything. So now you're getting bitter because you were not willing to give up on your insecurities, your comparison needs. You thought it was a shame that you can't lift what you used to do. So much of this ridiculous ego, and everyone wants to kind of defend your honor. So when I just ask, hey, are you working it? Oh, I get a long laundry list of everything that the reason why you're not. And I know one thing as a coach. If you're not in a group communicating, you are not really working for what you're not strong alone doing before the challenges. Because you wouldn't need a coach. You wouldn't sign up because there's no need. So if you just kind of leave my community and leave where I am, I can't help you. And that is just something that I accept all the time, that I'm investing all my time in you, but I know that most of them just completely forget about it, waste my time. If it was about, on the end of, for me, I'm wasting my time when you quitting on you, because I cannot help you get to where you want to be, never, because you are just completely like a flake who do not want to stay around when the tough time gets going. And you need to remember that if I quit now, I'm never gonna have a way back. So I'm very aware of myself that I don't have lifetime that I can expect or guarantee that I can work and so on. For me, every day that I wake up and I do have a time to fight for all I want to achieve with my life, that's a blessing. So I'm here happy and hustling for what I love to do and to be here for people. So sometimes I wonder, why do I even care about helping people when there's so few that are gonna want to actually not just be a talker, actually want to overcome everything that holds you back so you can be free, and for really not just do it because you have a little dream body idea and then it's not worth it. It's worth everything. You just never get to that point where you notice that the hard work is why you do it. So before you have fallen in love with it, you have to go through the adaptation and getting stronger and work on yourself instead of any moment that is not your way, you're just gonna quit. Because that is a total mentality, and it's never gonna be good for you in any way of life. It really is good to know it takes one to know one. And if you have not solved your stress about the scale, and you're still worrying about how the scale goes up if you eat up to manage hunger, and you're scared of being hungry, you are a train wreck. You're gonna mess up if you don't realize that, hey, if I keep on looking at the scale goes up even though I know what I'm doing and I haven't eaten crap, then I'm never going to be able to have the courage to stay strong and not be sweating about the scale. And the only thing, one thing that I want you to really remember is that there's no way you can stay obese when you're not keeping on eating to be it. But that means consistency, because one day out of a week, when all other days are starving, one day you can completely just sabotage everything. And it's not only about in calories in versus out, it's also that your body's preserving. So if you drop down to nothing and now you suddenly influx tons, your body's just smart. It has more power to store it than it has if it doesn't have to watch out for you when you get fed and take in everything. So it's kind of like, it's a little bit of, humanity will never change that way until you really want to, and we have to all do it ourselves. But most people tend to actually not really want to win. And that is what I feel is so bad. It's like, how could I implant their insights, the epiphanies, the mindset of overcoming and want to be your best? Like, how can I make that happen? And I can't. Because only that comes from your heart, and I cannot make that happen. I can just lead you to the water, like they say. I cannot force you to drink. But to have so many who have never even believed, never experienced what it's like to be healthy and happy and fit and strong and be able to eat and look forward to eating and not having that fears of, what if I can't control myself? Like, no, there's nothing, because I do this out of love, out of free will. I'm here because I love it. That freedom is just to die for. It's like the gift I want to give everyone. But here's the sad thing. A lot of people are addicted to the destruction, the self-sabotage, the negativity, because that fuels the fire on its own, but it makes you unhappy. And you might think you are happy because you don't see yourself. So you can live your whole life in a diet, prison, and gym culture mentality, just stuck in yourself, and not even knowing that you are depressed and sad and that you're just destroying yourself. And then if I ever say that, no, that you won't even admit it, because you are so living in the past about what you want to be and you're not it. So you refuse to be real because you rather just live a lie about yourself. And that energy comes out from people as so toxic, and I can just imagine how you feel yourself, because I know what it feels like to be your own enemy. And I don't want to have that at all. So that's why I know how to make myself happy. I teach you how. But if you keep on making it that I'm the scapegoat, that I don't understand that you have other things in life, I don't even know why you're signing up to be with me. Because you are the one who wants to have a coach who yo-yo diets, who never achieves who never achieves the life goals, to just fails and fails and fails and never learns. I guess misery wants company, right? But I want to be the leader who actually shows that what you think is impossible, it's completely my reality, because I made my dream my reality and I never gave up. And every day I thank myself for never quitting on it, because I know how hard it is to believe in yourself. And you have me, but I'm just Pauline, so I will never be kind of important enough for you until I'm gone. Then you will see, oh, I should have listened. And then it's too late for you. So I just want you to say that don't give yourself so much slack. Be a little tougher on yourself. That is love. That is the real good self-love that you are asking. Why do I give up on myself? Why do I let myself be a little kid? Yeah, don't accept to live with less of being who you can be when you're your best. And that means hard work is required, because no human will be the best version if we stay basic.